Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian speaking back with another video. Except for this one, I'm going to be getting into my cosplay for My Hero Academia. And I'm also going to be talking about like some issues that I've been having going on, and that's probably why I haven't really been recording a whole lot or doing a whole lot of like cosplays or nothing. Or if you want to skip through some of that and just see me get ready, that's up to you all. But my phone and computer didn't want to record. I was gonna use my computer, didn't want to record, so I tried to use my phone didn't really want to record, so I really didn't get to show the end result. So I'm going to be putting some pictures that I took on took and posted on my Instagram, which I'll link down below, and some videos that I'm going to be posting on my TikTok. I'll probably put one on here too, so you all can see how it turned out. I haven't done him in a long time, so you know, it's okay-ish. But I hope you all are having a wonderful month and had a wonderful Easter. I know that we did. I know it's kind of late, but we had a good Easter. And yeah, my hair looks kind of like crap. But I'm waiting for it to fade out so I can do it like a bright neon yellow. That's what I'm thinking. I'm also about to go get a haircut. But anyways, see you guys on the video. So, I'm going to use my tripod for this. Hopefully it works. This ring light. Whatever. Anyways, I forgot what I was doing. Okay. I forgot to close to use for him because I felt like it. I don't know. May use these, may not. I'm silly. I got these. They're definitely gonna use for him. I had different ones, but I lost them. So yeah, whatever. Again, like I said, I just got these off Amazon. They were real cheap, but not that much. They were like $9. Anyways. This little snappy thing on here. See? Anyways. I'll take a little bit to take these off. Look, my hands are a little too big, but that'll work. Anyways. And I guess I'll show you guys what these look like. I just want to put them on. So here's these. I like them. I think they're cool. Anyways, of course, I'm taking forever to take a spot. Finally, what was I about to? Speaking of, I thought it was like, you know, like a little too light for him, but like too blonde. But I can't brush it. But I think it's good for him anyway. It's just, I had a different one, but like I completely had to throw it away, and it just didn't work no more, like at all. It was just trash. Honestly, and the wig was awful anyways. But I was just starting out, so it's whatever. You know, I feel like I'm a little rusty. I haven't done it in forever. But I kind of like it. I'll probably try it on in a minute. Of course, I also got that off Amazon as well. And I came to these. I may use it, may not, I don't know. I'll probably look like a condom. But anyways. Honestly, I just been having a lot of issues with my appearance in general. And I haven't really been posting because I've been moving, so I've been kind of busy with that and just a lot of like stuff going on. But so this is the wig, what it looks like. I probably could have done better, but honestly I just got the cheapest wig because, you know, I didn't really feel like spending a whole lot. This one, again, Amazon, I got it for like $22. So it's not that bad. I don't think that bad quality for what I got, but you get what you pay for. But I mean, I don't think this is bad for him. And sometimes if I would cosplay him anyways, I can't speak today. I would take part of it and like kind of put some of it up, put it back in like a herbo. But I think this will work for him. I basically just use this as like a cosplay. Honestly, I just use like articles of like clothing that I have. Honestly, I used to have like contacts for him originally, like green ones, but I think my eyes, they work themselves. And I normally just use like these glasses that look like this, or I may use my own, I don't know, it just depends. And then I'm just gonna use like this hoodie. This black hoodie, I think it works. And again, like I was saying, like, this looks my quality for I got it for. Anyways, so like to say my parents, like I said, and excuse me, it looks crazy. But when I kind of, I guess, came out a couple years ago, and things just, excuse me, I'm kind of silly today. Things just haven't really been the best. I'm gonna use this. I guess you can also buy your own, but I'm just gonna use this because it's gonna keep this face so I try to put makeup on. But anyways, yeah, I came out and everything, and it just never really worked, I guess. I don't know, I came out, of course, and like there was a lot of other issues going on besides like me, but I was like 19 and my parents didn't really agree, and I mean, they could have thrown me out, they didn't, but still, like, excuse me, I might have to go off screen for this one. But I don't know if it's even gonna fit. Anyways, there's two of them. Anyways, so my parents, I came out, and my dad was really against it. Like, I came out, I cut my hair, I did all that. I was trying to socially transition. I was in college at this time with my mom, like we were going together, but whatever. But I was trying to socially transition at this time, and I was having everyone call me Alex. Anyways, and you know, the teachers didn't really care they did it, but whatever. But like, basically my dad's like, my kid ain't gonna be trans, blah blah blah, and they kind of made me go backwards just by saying, like, using a bunch of like things against me, especially like church and stuff. Parent 2 and their religion just really wanted me to like go to church, and said that, you know, I was possessed or whatever, and just said a lot of things which they didn't really understand at that time. Like, she didn't, but you know, neither did parent 1. He was totally against it, and it just didn't really work. And of course, he said his kids ain't gonna be like that or whatever for a while, and just like a lot of negativity when growing up with the LGBTQ community. Like, I didn't really know much about it. Like, I heard that they were awful, they were terrible, just a bunch of stuff like that. You know, like stereotypical things that normal people would say. But my mom, let's also go ahead and say my mom. She just isn't really, you know, she's like just really religious. She's not awful. She's a great person. I love her. But just with that stuff, I mean, she's grown a little bit more. She's not as bad, but still, she's not accepting. Because if I even talk to her about it, she's like, I'm not accepting of your choices. And I'm like, well, then you're not really accepting of me then, because this is who I am. But, you know, I'm still hoping that we can kind of work through this with him. And there's that. And like, I tried the whole church thing. I tried it their way just to show them, like, hey, you know, this isn't gonna work. I look like a condom. Like, I do. I'm not really gonna go into detail, but yeah. Later on, I might, if you guys have any questions, you may be free to ask. But yeah, just, they aren't really open to it. I mean, with my girlfriend now, and they treat her like they're her daughter. But if I mention like marriage or anything like that, my mom gets kind of iffy, and she doesn't talk to me. Like, my mom doesn't even look at me. She doesn't really say my name now. She doesn't do anything. Still uses other pronouns for me that I do not like. Like, just a bunch of stuff, which I understand. We're all different. They're not gonna exactly just, you know what I mean, agree with everything. I went ahead and put my foundation on. I'm sorry, my phone's kind of messed up. It said full storage, whatever. Anyways, I kind of went ahead and put on foundation. But anyways, yeah, so I even worked with my mom there for a short, brief period, and she didn't really agree with any of that either. But she was all for telling everybody my other name, telling everybody, like, which isn't my name anymore, dead name or whatever, other pronouns and stuff. And, like, somebody called her, and they came up and told me, and they're like, you can do this at home, or I can come and talk to her. And I'm like, let me try. Try to go home and have, like, a private discussion. Didn't work. My dad was basically like, she can call you whatever she wants and all that stuff because she's my mother, so she has the right to do whatever she wants. And, you know, that kind of did bother me because I'm like, that's not fair. Like, I should have consent whether I want you to tell everybody or not. especially with people that we're working with. And I feel like if we're at work, we shouldn't be discussing this stuff. That's our personal life, and the personal life should stay out of work. I think if you're at work, you should be discussing work, not other things. But yeah, it just, you know, she never really agreed, and she just like going around saying everyone worked with, who it was, and what my dead name was, and all that stuff. Like, I don't care if they even come across my social media. Like, ask, don't just do stuff like that. I'm sorry, cosplay, half the shit on there is fake. Just saying. But anyways, yeah. And like my mom just loves to do that, even with me gone now. And I feel like it's worse with me gone because she can say whatever she wants, and it just worries me. But yeah. And my dad's just like, oh, I'm always gonna see you as my daughter and stuff like that. And there's a lot of times I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I try a whole lot, and I just feel like my trying doesn't really work. I have a big one, I'm gonna use a small one. But yeah, I like tried to like talk to him and stuff, and it doesn't really work either. Like sometimes he'll use he, him and stuff like that for me, even with me being on testosterone for a long time. My voice has changed a lot, but anyways, he's still like just during Christmas and stuff, he'll be like he, him, stuff like that. But most of the time he's like she, her, and all that crap. You know, he'll be like my daughter and all that stuff. And that kind of bothers me because I'm like, if you have the guts, you can do it. And you can do it, but you won't. It kind of bothers me. I mean, but it's whatever. And my mom, she won't look at me. She won't even say any of that stuff. Like, she calls me they, them, which I'm not a they, them, but whatever. Or she'll call me she, her, and it kind of bothers me. And she's like, you're always going to be this to me. And my religion prohibits me from saying that, because if I use he, him, then I'm letting Satan win and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't know. There's just a lot going on with them. Especially, I've grown up and realized that some of the stuff they did when I was a kid, I don't think they should have done that. Like, I love them to death. They're not awful people. But I'm like, I think as separate people, like, some of your parenting styles, I think you all didn't do as well. Especially him and her, like, I don't know. I may, like, get into more detail with it later on, but I've just been having a lot of issues with them, and now that I've been away, I've been thinking about it a little bit more, I guess. I feel like I'm more like freedom to think, because over there, they'd criticize everything, like, I would say and stuff, or I'd be afraid of, like, being disowned. I don't know. I've been working on like a letter to send to them. I may send it to them, I may not, just be something that I keep to myself to kind of just let it all out, I guess. But yeah, like, I'm gonna try this and see if I can. I haven't glued my eyebrows down in a while, but I'm gonna see if this works. But yeah, like, I've tried, and I don't know, we all still have issues. And that's not it, like, there's more stuff, but like, I'm just not gonna, like I said, it's personal, and I don't like talking about it. And I know I normally don't do videos like this, but I just, I don't know. See if there's anyone else that's having like these issues. I don't know. Like I said, I love both my parents and stuff. It's just, it caused a lot of issues for me. And I just heard a lot of negative stuff, so even before I came out, I tried to talk to them about it a little bit to see what they think. And, you know, he was right away, my dad was right away, like, they're this, they're that. My mom was like, they're possessed by the Satan or whatever. And yeah. It should be on there thick enough. Thick enough. Anyways, I'm dumb. Ignore me. So yeah. It just, now, like, I still get irritated when they do that, but like, it's hard for me to like say anything to them about it, because my friend would be disrespecting them. And I know it's like they're not respecting you in a way, so, but yeah. And I know at some point I have to like accept that they're only gonna do so much, but still, like, my dad, like, there's just sometimes I feel like he got mad for no reason. And then he'd be fine later, and half the time I thought it was like my fault. I look like a freaking pirate. I feel like half the time was my fault when things would happen, and I don't know. Now I just feel like it's caused me a lot of issues. Well, I just feel like they could have gone about things a little bit better. Especially now with me, like, you know, transitioning and stuff. I feel like there's just some things that they could have done better. Like he offers something, and I tell him, like, yeah, sure, whatever, give him money for it or whatever. He'll go do it and come back, and then later hold it over me and be like, well, I wouldn't do this for you, blah, blah, blah. You don't respect me. Even when I'm like trying to set my boundaries, like them posting and putting places like my dead name, talking about it, stuff like that, or even putting up photos that I may not want to look at or something like that. It's not bad. It's just sometimes I really don't like that. Or when we go places and like, this is my daughter and blah, blah, blah. It kind of irritates me. I've gotten pretty much over it by now, but still it kind of bothers me. And like anytime I try to put any boundaries up, I feel like they try to overstep them and they get mad if I try to reinforce them. But if it's them, that's the other way. It's okay for them to do whatever. So, I don't know. Like, I even tried to go, like, to support groups and stuff together with them, and they didn't even want to do it. Tried talking to them about it, and it honestly just didn't work either. Like, I tried. I don't have anything to, like, cover up my brows, like, conceal them, so I'm just going to use foundation right now. That may not work. I think this is dried long enough. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing. I haven't done this in such a long time. But we'll just, you know, experiment. Just hang in there. But yeah. But it's just one occasion. Like, we'd come back from a trip with him, and he kind of, like, embarrassed me, and this ain't really about the whole trans thing. Like, kind of is. But, honestly, I just want my parents to accept me with that and stuff like that, and my dad has changed a lot. Like, he's a little more open-minded than what he was, but it's still the same in some ways. But anyways, we went on this trip, and there was this lady with us from my mom's church or whatever, and we had stopped at this, not sure what restaurant it was, but we stopped, tried to order it. The lady was just trying to repeat the order, and my father was like, thought that she didn't get the order and was just re-asking what everything was, but she was just trying to make sure she had everything right. He got mad, said a few words, honked his horn, and drove away, and I'm like, what the hell? He didn't just embarrass me in front of this lady, like, he just had an attitude and left. He's like, screw this and other things I'm not gonna say, and we went to a different one, and then when we got home, I was like, hey, can I have so-and-so help me? And I'm sorry, at this point, I'm just trying to make sure this is on here. He's like, no, they're helping me, I'm kind of busy, you know, it's just kind of hollering at me, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know, I was just gonna ask if they want to go with me and get food for later. It didn't work out. Later, he starts, like, hollering and calling me via DCH, and I know Steven was like, well, that's not such a bad thing, but I'm sorry. It just kind of bothers me, because I'm like, I was just asking. You could have just said you were busy and it's not going to happen, and you're kind of needing their help right now. But I'm like, really, all I did was ask, and, like, I did my eyes, which I probably shouldn't have, but, like, he just, like, started calling me shit. Like, in front of my girlfriend and everything, and she really didn't appreciate it, neither did I. And then it's, like, 5 minutes later, he, like, comes back, and he's like, you don't, like, I don't know, basically called me a bitch before he came back and apologized. Like, he didn't really apologize, but he's still like, you're a bitch. Like, you're the worst I've ever seen. Like, you're worse than a man, blah, blah, blah. You're never gonna be one, and all that stuff. And, like, it just progressed. And he said some other things, some things I can't really remember. I don't know if I, like, blacked out that moment or what, but yeah. He said that. And then my girlfriend just left. He went and got food and came back. And he's like, well, I was just busy, you know, all that stuff. And then he tried to be sorry. And then, like, literally, like, randomly, he would just start calling me a bitch whenever he wanted to. And would just start yelling at me when things happen. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, everything's fine, blah, 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 whatever. And then there's other occasions where he would just, like, gaslight me, like I said. Or my girlfriend brought that to my attention, but I'm not sure. But I'm still like, I love this guy. He's my father, so I really don't know what to do, like I said. I don't want him completely away from me, but I'm like, if I set boundaries and they're not going to appreciate them, I guess I need to kind of, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of afraid of them completely, like, I don't know, cut me off. I really don't want that. I love them both dearly, but I don't know what to do. I just, like, some things hurt me more than it is helping me, and my mom, like, a few days ago was, like, I called, to check on someone to see how they were doing, and they were just like, oh, you know, his phone kind of, their phone kind of messed up, the person I was trying to get a hold of, and so my mom called and was like, you know, talking to me about some stuff, and I sent her a text message like a few days ago, discussing some stuff. I don't know if I'll talk about that, but y'all can ask about that if you want. I may discuss it, whatever. But basically about my rights and stuff, and like how some of these states are passing some of these laws that I don't like, but whatever. And, you know, a big long message about that, and like just some stuff. And I know we don't get political with parents, with like family or nothing, because it always causes an argument. We're all just different, you know, whatever. But at the end, like, would you come to my, if I got married, would you come? Never responded, nothing. But anyways, fast forward, and a few days ago, she called back because the person I was trying to get a hold of just didn't work. So she called back and was like, she was like, we're talking about stuff. But then she goes, I love you. And if you don't think I do, then you need to rethink, because I'd take a bullet for you and such. And, I was just kind of a little irritated. And she's like, there's just some things I don't agree about. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about this, like, at all, because it's just going to cause us to fight. So I tried to change the subject, still want to talk about it, but later on I'll probably try to discuss it with her. But right now I'm like, I don't feel like that. There's too much just, like, going on. And I really don't want to do that. I think I'm also afraid of being disowned. But I don't know. Like I said, I respect my parents, and I just don't want it to go down that way, I guess. And it just kind of hurts. Like, I love them, it just kind of hurts. I'm using this. I'm using a different palette. This is what it is. I don't remember where I got it at. But anyways, my eyebrows might end up being too dark. But anyways, like I said, I just don't know what to do anymore. I love them dearly, I do. But like I said, that shit just hurts. Excuse me, I'm gonna go off camera to kind of do what I want to do. I may think about it for a little bit, but I'm probably gonna send a letter. Think about sending it soon, and just seeing what they think, because it's kind of just a thing, like saying like some of the things that they did, and we'll just go from there. I hope they don't just like, you're just blaming us, you don't like us, blah blah blah, whatever. It's like, no, that's not it. I'm literally just trying to get my point across, because I talk to you and it doesn't work, so I want to see if this approach works. I want to say if, like, maybe if I send a letter, being like, I love you all, respect you, glad you're my parents, and see how that goes. Like I said, I'm afraid of being disowned. I just don't want them thinking I'm doing it just to be mean or whatever. It's like, no, just you all have, like, literally done some stuff. And I'm sorry if this video is a little too long. But pretty much that's what's been going on. I just decided to take, like, a small break. I'll probably be able to post much as often as I want either, just because there's still some shit that I've been trying to situate. But like I said, like, I live with my parents, my mom, like, it would just hurt me if she didn't go to my wedding. I know that's, like, nothing to some people, but I'm like, if you're not gonna show up for my wedding, then why even, what are you gonna do? Like, if you wanna come visit me, can't come to the wedding, then why are you coming at all? But I hope everyone's Easter's been good. Mine's been good, kind of with her family, did like a little thing, so that was fun. I hope you all had a great time. Where I'm at is kind of like a dust storm the other day, so it was crazy. Y'all had to stay inside, like, the whole outside was like orange. Now remember, I'm getting a complete shit right now, but I will straighten this up and it will look better. Remember, that's supposed to be, what was it? Sisters, not twins, or cousins, not sisters, whatever. I know where I'm going with these eyebrows. Like I said, it's been a while since I've even cosplayed him. And honestly, the first time I did it, it was complete shit. And I'm maybe posting some videos after this on my TikTok, which I'll link below if you want to go see it. But again, like I said, some of this stuff shit. Like even my Instagram. Like if you go see it, which I might link it down below too. If you all want to go check that out. And I have other videos too where I've done like reaction videos and shit if you can go see that. But yeah. The first time I did it, it looked creepy. Self-conscious. Oh, why it does. Trust the process. Anyways, I'm really like shit, but let's continue. And I'm kind of just doing this with my fingers. So again, sorry I'm off camera. You can join the view of the Funko Pops or whatever in the background, I guess. But I will probably do more like a video of like me coming out, like a more like detailed one, I guess. Just depends. I don't know. But maybe try and do another My Animated reaction video sometime. I don't know. Then again, I may try to like react to something else. I'm thinking about reacting as like a character or something that I cosplay as. But we'll see. I just, like I said, don't really have a lot of time and I just have a lot of stuff going on. Continuing on. And I'm kind of peeling because the glue ain't working. Anyways, I'm gonna try to fix this shit. Give me a minute. So kind of went ahead and put everything else on. I'm going to quickly put everything else on. Like my clothes and stuff for the cosplay. And I'll probably fix some of the stuff up. But let's go ahead and do it. Just trust the process. I look like shit. But anyways. So now I'm going to put 2 pictures for y'all to see what it looks like in a video, I think. So here we go. So I didn't really put a lot of makeup on this one. Like I barely put any at all. And I kind of just took pictures with Snapchat, honestly. Vicious little bitch. Honestly, I was just playing around in this one, but I think it kind of turned out better than I expected it to. Especially this transition. So that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry for it taking so long. My hair hasn't run this one today, but sorry for taking so long to do it. I just had a lot of stuff going on, and sorry if it's a little too long, but hope you all enjoyed it. And if you want more videos like this, please hit the like button. And if you want to see me do more videos and want to be able to follow me, hit subscribe. And down below, I'll link my Instagram and my TikTok if you want to go watch some more videos or go look at some more like pictures I uploaded or go see more cosplays and stuff. You can also catch me on there. But hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all later. Bye.